Hi, I'm Jack Lawless from Spiritus Team 12, and this is Witness Wednesday. At Spiritus, on our retreats, we often encounter students at different points in their lives, and we are able to witness their individual experiences of Jesus' love. You know, in this Easter season, I've been reflecting a lot on Jesus' unpursuing, unrelentless, always pursuing, I should say, love for us. And I think it's best seen in the Gospel of John. I think it's best seen in chapter 21. And just a bit of background, if you don't know, chapter 21, it's about where we're at right now in the liturgical season. Chapter 21 is after Jesus has risen from the dead, after his crucifixion. He's come back from the dead. He's already appeared to the apostles twice. And at this specific moment, 3 of the apostles are fishing. They're fishing on the Sea of Tiberias. And as they're fishing, they're not pulling up anything. They see a figure on the shore. And they're not sure who it is, but from the shore, he beckons them, he invites them to cast their nets once again. And it's the sons of Zebedee, so James and John and Peter, Simon Peter. And so they cast their nets once again, and kind of reminiscent of when they first met Jesus, they can hardly even pull the fish into the boat. Their nets are so full. And they come to realize that on the shore, it's Jesus. On the shore of Tiberias, it's Jesus. And my favorite part of this chapter, chapter 21 in the Gospel of John, is that when they come to realize it, Peter doesn't just wait. He doesn't just row the boat in slowly and go encounter Jesus like that. No, when he receives Jesus' love in that way, he responds and he jumps into the sea of Tiberias and he starts to swim like a madman towards the shore. He swims like a madman and he gets to the shore, and then as James and John bring the boat in, they begin to speak to him, this risen Lord who's just encountered them from the shore. And Jesus asks Peter, he says, "Simon Peter, do you love me more than these others?" And Peter, of course, says, "Yes, Lord, I do." And the Lord responds, "Feed my lambs." And once again, Jesus asks him, "Simon Peter, son of John, do you love me?" And Jesus says, "Yes, Lord, I do." Or Simon Peter says, "Yes, Lord, I do," to Jesus. And he says to him, "Look after my sheep." And a third time, Jesus asks Simon Peter, he says, "Simon Peter, son of John, do you love me?" And he says, "Yes, Lord, I do." And he's almost annoyed at this point. And Jesus says to him, "Feed my sheep." And this is so striking to me because if we look back, right before the crucifixion, just as Jesus invited Simon Peter 3 times with an invitation of love, Peter also denied him 3 times right before he was crucified. You would think that after that denial, he might not be given a second chance. And even on his own part, he's probably feeling, and we know he felt, ashamed, remorse, sorrow, all these things that he must have deeply felt prior to Jesus' death and even after it too. But God does not stop there. Even amidst this betrayal, even amidst this denial, he comes back and he invites Peter into a relationship of love. And we see Peter's response. He jumps off the boat. He swims like a madman. He says yes. He doesn't think about it. He makes an act of faith. And this is so important because on retreat, on Spiritus retreats, we see so often these encounters happen, just like the one that Peter had with Jesus, where even if someone has turned away from God, even if they said to themselves, "This couldn't possibly be for me," God, of course, continues to invite them. The Lord continues to invite them in the relationship. And all it takes is that crucial moment for them to say yes, for them to take that leap of faith, to jump off the boat and swim towards the Lord, and their lives are radically changed. And we can see that later on in the 21st chapter of John, when Jesus gives Peter the keys to the kingdom. to his church, makes Peter the first pope. This man who had betrayed him right before his death becomes the first pope, a lowly fisherman. And so I think that we're especially privileged to be in this time of Easter where we can remember God's love. It's a love of renewal, a love that is always inviting us into deeper and deeper relationship. On our part, all we have to do is say yes. So I invite you in this time to say yes to the Lord, to trust in his mercy and his love, and to be just like Simon Peter, just like Peter did, to say yes to each of the Lord's inquiries, to his questions, and to really jump off that boat if you feel like he's calling you to something. Because I think for Spiritus, a lot of us are here because of it. A lot of the students have encountered God because of it, and it's changed our whole lives for the better. May God bless each of you, and have a great day.